Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the class. So, in our last lecture, what we have covered, can anyone remember? What we have covered in the previous session? Tell me. Anyone remembers what we have discussed in the previous session? So I guess we have started with the making change or coin change problem, right? In our last session, we have done that particular part. Have anyone solved the example which I have given to you? I'm expecting that no one has done it. If you have done it, then just tell me what answers you got. Okay, this example I have given to you. Remember, everyone? You will have the coin of 1463. And W is equals to 8. Minimum number of coins. Do you get the answer? Which two coins or which three coins it requires? How many coins? Have anyone solved the example? Hello. Please respond me in a chat box. Have you solved this example or not? Palak, Naseeb, Mukund, Darshan, Umesh, Uday, Sanskar, Shakshi, Sahil, Sagar, Rudri. Tell me. Anand, have you solved this example? Yes or no? Just give me the answer. What is the reason why you are not people doing anything? Tell me, what is the problem? Why you are not solving any kind of example? Do you think that it is easy to pass the exam if you are not solving anything? You cannot mug up everything. Okay, this is the practical subject. You have to solve the examples, then and only you are able to pass the exam. So think about it. And from next lecture, if I'm getting the same answer that I have not done, then I will not give you an attendance for entire week. So I'm requesting all of you, please solve these problems. Otherwise, it will not help you at all. If you think that the subject is easy, it is not. You cannot get a good marks without preparing it. It is a lengthy subject. You have to write down some examples, then you get the ideas how to short down these steps. Okay, and specifically for dynamic, whatever the examples I'm giving to you, you have to complete it. You don't have any choice. Is it clear? Last time I'm giving you the instruction. Is that clear, everyone? And those who are not responding at all, for them also. I'm doing all these things for you only. I know the subject, I know how to solve the example. Okay, but I want you people that you will get the good score in this exam. This is all for you. I'm not doing it for me. Right? So I'm requesting all of you, please do it. Whenever I'm giving you the example, please solve it. Otherwise, you will forget it. That's it. There is one only choice. You have to solve it, otherwise you forget everything. Okay. So let us move ahead to the next topic. Next topic, we are going to solve the assembly line scheduling problem. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what will be given in the example. Okay, so I will draw this figure. So first of all, let's say entry time E1, A12, A1n minus 1, A1n. Okay, and here we will have the exit time. Let me first complete it. Let me just finish this. Then I'll explain everything, okay? Okay, so this is the example. Here, what will be given? Let's see, the entry point will be given. There is one, there is two exit point will be given. So in an example, you will be having these 2 points. Okay, here there will be given 2 lines, line number 1, line number 2. Okay, then here we are having A1J, that is the activity cost of line 1, and A2J, here it is the activity cost of line 2. TIJ, this is, we can consider it as a transportation cost, or we can say the time to require to change the line. Then we are having S1J, S2J. This is nothing but a station on a line 1 and line 2. Okay, so here let me write it down, the stations. Okay, now let us understand what is this problem. So assembly line scheduling problem, generally we are using for a manufacturing. Okay, it is kind of a manufacturing process. Here we have to find out a minimum cost. Okay, or let's say we have to find out the shortest path using which we are able to reduce the cost, reduce the time. Okay, so what will be given? 2 lines will be there from on a starting of this, we are having an entry point E1 and E2. okay, for line 1 and line 2. Then we are having some stations. On each line we are having some stations. On this station we are performing some kind of activity, and to perform this activity we require some cost. So the cost for performing the activity will be A11, A22, A12. This is A12, A13, A1n minus 1, AN, right? These are the activity cost for stations from 1 to n on line number 1. And there is the exit point. Here, there is also, we will have the coast. Here, this is the entry point. And this one is your exit point. Okay. On the same way, on a line number 2, we are having some activity cost as well as we are having some stations. Now, whenever you want to change from line number 1 to line number 2, then there is some cost, transportation cost is associated with each, right? So if you want to transfer from line 1 to line 2, then you have to pay some transportation cost. Okay, so let me take one example how this assembly line scheduling works. Okay, so let us consider let's say I want to make a car, and to make a car, what I want to do, I want to make a car. Okay, so for this car, let's say Hyundai car, there is a 2 plant. One is in a Gujarat, one is in a Bengal. Okay. So there are 3 stages to make a car. First one is, let's say we have to provide a frame of a car. Okay, then you have to fit the engine. So for a second station we are going to prepare the engine, and then third we are going to assemble the car, or let's say we are going to fix the tires. Okay, so here let's say on this station we are going to fix the tire. Now see one thing, here we have taken these 3 activities for making a car, which is not exactly true. We have made some assumption, right? Let's say to make a car you need a 3-way or 3 parts. One is we have to prepare a frame of the car, then you have to fit the engine, and then you have to fix the tire. Although there are multiple stages are there, but let us consider 3. Now on a Gujarat, if you want to prepare a car, okay, let's say to make a frame it will cost you about ₹20, and in a Bengal it will cost you regarding about 15, right? To fit the engine, to prepare the engine, it will cost you around 30 rupees, and here it will cost you around 35. Okay, and to fix the tire, here it will cost you ₹10, and in Bengal it will cost you ₹20. Okay, so simply if I want to make a car in a Gujarat, then total will be what? 20 plus 10 plus 30, total cost will be what? 30 plus 30, 60. Okay, so if I'm preparing my car only in a Gujarat, then it will give me the cost of 30 or cost of 60. If I'm preparing car in a Bengal, 15, 35 and 20, so it will be around
70.
Yes,
70.
right, it is a 70, right? So let us consider here it is 70. So if you prepare your entire car in a Gujarat, then cost will be 60. If you prepare entire car in a Bengal, then it will be 70. Now, is it possible that we can reduce the cost less than 60, less than 70 if we interchange between 2 states? Okay, so how we will identify this? Let's say we will compare this 2 cost, okay, to make a frame, 20 and 15. Which one is less? 15 is less. Okay, so I will starting from this. Okay, I will add a 15 plus. Now let's say add some transportation cost here. Okay, now you just see for the next this activity we have done in Bengal, right? Next I have prepared my frame. Now I want to fit engine. So what I will do, in a Gujarat it will cost me ₹30, and in a Bengal it will cost me ₹35. Is there any way? Now you just see, after preparing a frame, we are having two choice, right? Either you can go to Gujarat and prepare, fit the engine, or you can stay in the Bengal. But our main goal is what we want to reduce the cost. So we can see, compare 30 and 35. 30 is less, right? So what you will do? You will travel in this way. Okay, you will go from state number 2, line number 2 to line number 1. Okay, I'm going from line number 1 to line number 2. So the transportation cost is what? 1 plus 30. Okay, now once you reach this, here we have prepared the engine, we have fixed the engine. Now again we are having two choice, right? To fix the tires, one, it will cost you rupees 10, another will cost you rupees 20. So what I will do is, I will go for this. I will add 10. So if I'm adding 10 here, it means
56.
56. Now I would just say, you just see here, if you just prepare your car in Gujarat only, then it will cost you rupees 60. If you prepare your car in a Bengal, then it will cost you rupees 70. But if you interleave between two lines, between two states, right, then the cost is what? 56, right? So this is the main goal for this example, or for this topic, is whenever there is a requirement, whenever we are getting a minimum cost for any manufacturing product, we will switch between two lines, we will switch between two factories, and which will cost us a minimum value, right? So this is all about the topic of assembly line scheduling, right? So till here everyone is clear, or is there any doubt? Tell me, till here everyone is clear or not? Okay. So let me give you one example, you how to find out the total cost. Let me draw the figure. Everyone please draw the figure. You have to find the total cost of line 1, line 2, and if you interleave, then how you will find out the cost? If you interleave between two lines, then what will be the cost? This thing you have to find it out. Okay, I'll give you 10-minute time, so quickly do this. Okay, how you will find the minimum cost, that you have to tell me. So first of all, find out the cost on a line number 1, line number 2, then interleave between two lines, so which will give you the minimum cost. Okay, so everyone quickly do it. I'll give you 10-minute time.
मैम स्टार्टिंग में जो लाइन में 3 और 2 है वो कंसीडर करना है।
Yes, entry point and exit point you have to consider.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes.
Uh, do we need to consider the exit cost as well?
Yes, yes. Entry and exit point, both of them we have to consider.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so everyone has solved it. So let me tell you, if you choose line 1, so initial cost will be 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 and plus 3. So cost will be 20. If you choose line number 2, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus, sorry, 7 plus 5 plus 4. So the total cost will be 23. Okay. Now, if you interleave between two lines, okay. So if I want to interleave, then I will start from some line. Okay. So I will compare here. Entry cost is 3, entry cost is 2. So this one is minimum. So I will pick here. So this station is selected. We have procedure. We have proceed with something, right? So 2 plus 2 plus. Now from this station, okay, from this station, now we are having two choice. Either we can go for the transportation cost, and I will check the cost here, and second way is I can proceed with the same line. So I will compare the cost 4 and 3. 3 is minimum, so I will check, I will take this. Okay. Now, okay, so I will add 3 here plus 3. Now again for the station 3, now you will have two choices. Either you can continue with the same line, or you can go with the line 1 with the transportation cost. So we will compare 3 and 7, and transportation is 1. So if you add 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 is less than 7. So I will go for the transportation. I will change the line. Okay, so I will add it here, 1 plus 3 plus. Now you reach to this station. This station you reach. Okay, again you are having two choices. Either you can continue with the same line, or you can go with the interleave the station. So here compare 2 and 5. 2 is less than, so I will continue with this, right? So this we have added. You will exit from this line. So the cost will be 2 plus 3. If you add this, then it will be 16, right? So you can see if you interleave between two stations, then cost will be 16, which is less than these two lines, line number 1 and line number 2. Okay, so we are able to get the reduced cost. Minimum cost will be what? 16. Okay, so this is the main, we can say that the fundamental of this example. Okay, here we are able to, if you consider the manufacturing problem, then we have to find out the minimum cost, or we can say the shortest path using which we are able to get the amount, that is final amount, that is to be minimum, right? So I guess till here everyone is clear. Yes or no? The introduction part is clear. What we are going to do with this topic, assembly line scheduling, what will be given in the example. So when example will be given, this figure will be given into you. This figure will be given to you. You have to do what? You have to find out the minimum cost at each level. Okay, so we will proceed with, we will find out the finishing time or cost at each station on each line, and then we will try to find out which cost, which station we have to prefer on which line, so that we can get the reduced or minimum cost. Okay, so today we will keep it till here. So we have, I guess we have covered the introduction part of the assembly line scheduling. Okay, in our next session we are going to start with the time complexity of this assembly line scheduling. If you are not applying the dynamic programming, then how it will solve, what will be the time complexity, and why it is necessary to apply the dynamic programming. Okay, and then we will see some formulas for this. So let me wind up the session here. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session.